96.7 KCAL rocks. Here we are on Thursday, which means let's do some sports with our guy, Pep. What's going on, Pep?
Hey, good morning, guys. It almost feels like a little bit like Christmas, right? Because the NFL schedule will be unveiled. It's like a made-for-TV event later tonight. So we will all know, where your favorite team is playing, who they're playing, although we know some of the opponents, but now they're going to set it in stone tonight. But there's already a couple games that they kind of release, I think on purpose, right? A couple big matchups they want people to get excited about. And one of those is the Broncos versus the Rams in LA on Christmas Day. And Patrick, got a question for you because I know you're the big Seahawks guy in the house. But are you a Russell Wilson fan as well? Could the Broncos be your AFC team? Are you excited about seeing Russell Wilson take on the Rams?
Unfortunately for Russell, I have a deep hatred of the Broncos that goes back to my childhood when we used to be in the AFC West, and I watched John Elway just stab me in the heart for like a decade straight in that stupid kingdom. So no, I cannot be a Bronco fan. I do respect and appreciate Russell Wilson. He is the reason I think I have a Super Bowl ring, or at least a big part of it. But now I have to move on. I cannot continue to be a Russell fan or a Bronco fan. I'm sorry.
Yes, let it go.
Yes.
Just let it go.
My kids, I don't know. Yeah. My kids might have a tougher time because they love Russell Wilson, so I don't know.
Yeah, they don't know about John Elway and those guys, right? So
no, they're 11-7. They don't understand.
Yeah. That should be a good one. We're used to seeing the Lakers, right, on Christmas Day. Now we're going to see the Rams on Christmas Day in NFL action. The other big game that they released, I think it was last night, was Mike McCarthy, the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, going back to Green Bay for the very first time. So Dallas at Green Bay in week number 10 of the NFL season. So again, they released just a couple of those games, the international games, the big Christmas Day game, like McCarthy going back to Green Bay, but we're going to see everything tonight.
That's what I don't get, is they're making a big deal of this Christmas Day game as a 1:30 Christmas Day game. Christmas is on a Sunday. Aren't we going to have a full slate of NFL games throughout a regular NFL Sunday?
Yeah, I don't know about after Christmas. Is the season over at that point? That's a good point. Is it the week before that it's over, or is it now?
No, I think they should still be.
With a full slate.
They should still be playing. That's a great question, Forty, because maybe there's a handshake agreement with the NBA that they somehow try to avoid Christmas Day because the NBA's kind of planted their flag on that day. They usually have like a big triple header or whatnot. Yeah. So maybe. I don't know, maybe there's a handshake agreement. They're somehow going to avoid that Sunday because you're right, Patrick. That should still be the regular season. They should not be done yet.
Yeah, that's a regular NFL Sunday within the regular season. I don't know why they're making a big deal of this 1:30 game when they should have a full slate of NFL games, a bunch at 10 o'clock and at 1 o'clock for us.
I think they secretly love Russell Wilson.
I think so, too. I think it's a lot of things. I think they love Russell Wilson, and maybe once we see the actual full schedule come out tonight, it'll make more sense. Maybe there is a full slate of games, and we're just like, maybe that's the what do they call it, America's Game of the Week or whatever they want to call it, like the West Coast 1 o'clock kickoff game.
Yeah. I mean, it will be a Nickelodeon broadcast, so maybe they're trying to make a big deal of that one too.
Slime Zone.
The old Double Dare game. Guys, real quick, the other two NFL things I wanted to get your take on was, one is two teams in Dallas. I guess the Dallas mayor feels like the Dallas area could hold two teams, not just the Cowboys, but bring in an AFC team to play in Dallas. And the other big news was, Tom Brady going to Fox Sports to be a lead broadcaster whenever his playing career is done. But nobody really knows yet when he's going to stop playing. But when he's done, he's going to go to the broadcast booth for like almost $400 million. It's a huge contract. So those are like the other big nuggets coming out from the NFL this week.
First of all, does that mayor know that Jerry Jones is basically the commissioner of the NFL? You think he's going to allow another team in Dallas? Who knows? If he is for it, then there will be a team. If he's not for it, then there won't be a team.
Whatever upsets and waters down the Dallas Cowboys, I'm happy with it. Bring on 4 teams in Dallas. Who cares?
You think
bury the star?
Do you think Jerry would have another team because they're going to use the same stadium, right?
Yeah, I think that's the only scenario, Patrick. I think if there's a way for Jerry Jones to make money and not hurt the brand of the Cowboys, they're going to be like, hey, we're going to bring another NFL team in here, and they're going to pay rent to you for whatever 7 or 8 home games every single year. Then yeah, he's going to make money. He might be happy.
the mayor's point is like, hey, this can support two teams better than LA can support two teams. That's his claim.
It probably could, but Jerry does not share.
I
I don't see Jerry ever sharing.
No. Hey guys, it was, I think 2 nights ago at the Big A. Anaheim was the place where, we talked about this on Monday where the Angels, man, they're getting good pitching now. That's the difference this season. Somebody learn how to pitch. That's the Halos. And they had a rookie go out there, Reed Detmers, and he threw a no-hitter. It was almost like they heard it on KCAL and they went out there and did it. But yeah, the Angels getting a no-hitter from a rookie by all players. It wasn't Noah Syndergaard. It wasn't Shohei Ohtani. And maybe that just speaks to how deep the Angels pitching is and, again, how legit they should be this year because they do have that pitching.
It's like the pitching was already that much better for the first time in 20 years, with Syndergaard, obviously, and Shohei doing their thing. Now we got a kid doing a no-hitter, and the bullpen is good. This team is much different, I feel. The Angels could be trouble, if you will.
I am starting to notice it now. Within this last week is finally when this Angels hype is starting to feel real to Angel fans. I've seen a lot of Angel fans on social media talking about how this season just feels different. And you can feel like right now is the time of the raising expectations of the Angels.
Yeah, they have like 3 more starting pitchers than they normally do,
yeah.
And the bullpen's working, which is completely different.
Yeah, when you start usually with none, right, in the past, like no good starting pitchers, and now you've got like 3, at least 3. I mean, so yeah, things are different this year. But baseball's a long season, man. We've even seen the Dodgers, have some peaks and valleys over the course of a good season. So we'll see how long the Angels can sustain this.
I've only ever seen this kind of hope from Dodger fans. It's cool to see it from Angel fans. It's been a long time.
Yeah, 3-way series could be legit.
Yeah, Angel fans are like, what is this feeling? What's going on? Like, I've never felt this way in the month of May. Like, we're actually legit. So, and guys, let's wrap it up with some NBA playoff talk. If you're not watching the Eastern Conference, you're missing a great slobber knocker. I mean, it's like a drag-out fight between the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Bucks are up right now 3-2, but it was literally a bloody battle. They are just going at it. So if you're watching it, it's a great series out east, but I know we keep tabs kind of on our West Coast team, especially the one California team still playing right now, and that's the Golden State Warriors. And guys, they dropped a massive Easter egg. What was that last night?
I don't know. I think it was the night off to extend the series.
I had the game kind of on in the background and wasn't paying too much attention to it, but kind of heard like, going on a run. And it wasn't until the announcer said like, okay, I'm going to stop announcing the runs because this whole game is a run. It is now 152.
Exactly.
It was. When I turned on the game, I'm like, oh, okay, the Golden State Warriors are going to close it out, right, against the Memphis Grizzlies. There's no Ja Morant, who's the star for Memphis. I'm like, this thing is done. I'm going to turn on the game. I'm going to see G State celebrate a little bit, and then they're going to move on to the next round. And when I saw the score, I think it was like a 40-point game, or maybe I think it was more than 40 at the time. I was like, what in the world? How does this even happen? Golden State, I know Steve Kerr's out, their head coach, but still, how does Golden State lose that badly with Memphis's, star player out? Like, how does that even happen?
Well, every extra game they play is a lot more money.
There's a lot of conspiracy theories coming out today, and it's hard to argue against that right now.
When I was watching the game, there was just that feeling like, dude, are they throwing this game? It's like point shaving or whatever going. It's worse than that. It was just a massive blowout. It just did look anything like the normal Warriors to me.
No, I mean, it was a real head scratcher. A team that good to play that bad against a team missing their star player. Like, it just simply doesn't add up. Like, what is off here? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I say miraculously, they bounce back. Don't you?
Yeah.
I hope not. I would rather see the Grizzlies go on. I'm tired of Golden State.
Is he out for just this series, or is he out for the rest of the playoffs?
I'm not sure.
I think just the rest of this series. So maybe more Ja. If they can pass the test.
If they can advance, yeah. Like, it doesn't look like he'll be playing in this series. Even if they go 7 games, it looks like we're not going to see him. But, yeah, I mean, could we have a Dallas versus Memphis Western Conference Finals? Like, how bizarre does that sound?
Maybe. We'll know more when we talk to Pep again on Monday. Pep, tell them how to get your stuff.
Hey, check it out. Inland Sports, the Gram, Facebook, Twitter. We got the Inland Sports YouTube channel as well, talking local sports right here in our own backyard, the Inland Empire.